Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play some Factorio. So it's been about a week since I recorded. I recorded the first 5 straight in a row, gearing up for launching this YouTube channel that you're watching now, and then I got sick. So I'm recovering. You should have heard me 3 days ago. I could barely talk. This would have been an absolutely horrible idea. But I'm feeling better now. Hopefully it's not too gravelly coming through the sound, and we'll go from there. We need some lights. Give me a light over here, would you? Nice. So I've decided to lock my cats out from recording, and instead now Chance is meowing in the background. So if you hear that, I do apologize, but nothing we have ever done has been able to make him quiet. He just likes to talk. All right, automation is finished. What are we working on now? It's been a week. Let's see. Advanced electronics? No. Nothing with green. We're not ready for green. I could reach your turrets and walls. I'm going to need the walls. Steel, of course. We're going to need some steel. We have to turn iron into steel in order to get more advanced things going. So I've been doing thinking over the last week, and this iron mine is pretty rich, but it won't last forever. I've got iron in the south, but what I may end up doing is I'm now nearly 90% certain that I'm going to leave this particular base as set up just for our science. So we're going to do all 4 levels of science, 1, 2, 3, 4, which are red, green, blue, and purple respectively. And we're gonna do that. Autosave. So we're going to be thinking about expanding, and that copper that we saw way over here is going to be a nice place to start. There's a tip bird of iron here. I'm hoping there's more. So look at all of that pollution radiating out. Isn't that wild? It's wild. We're going to do a little more exploring up here. So there's some iron up there, copper. So what might happen is we may end up aggroing the biters sooner rather than later. So keeping that in mind, walls may become important. So in order to make use of the steel, we need to, well, I mean, we don't need a steel furnace, but it will definitely be better. We can get better electrical poles and energy distribution once we get green science, which is what we're doing today. We're working on green science today. I'm just looking through to see what can we do without green science. Armor's good. Stone walls. Let's just do stone walls. We have a lot of stone right now. I could set up a factory making stone walls, because the stone walls will become important. When we start aggroing the biters, then they're going to come saying hello, and we need some walls and turrets and things to help defend us. So let's get science. What we need to do today is get some green science. So how do we make green science? To make green science, we need inserters and transport belt. Okay, how do we make inserters? With inserters, we need electronic circuits and gear wheels. We have our gear wheels. It's time for circuits. So we're going to create some electronic circuits. Stone walls are done. Red research is real fast, so that's why I'm going to try and move if we can here. So let's get some circuits. So the standard design, and what I love about playing Factorio is that there is a standard design. There are people that have been doing research into the optimal ways to do this, that, or the other. Turrets are already done. Smokes, folks. Military. Good, that'll give me the combat shotgun, and I can get rid of the rock that offends me. But there are standard designs. So your standard design here, do I want copper longer, or do I want iron longer? Let's do iron longer. All right. So your sort of standard design is that you'll have, all right, so it'll come in through here, so the inserter, and then this. 3 copper factories. Let's give some space here. 1, 2, 3. No, it is right next to each other. 3 factories here designed just for 1. No, this is where the space is. 1. Okay. Sorry. These 3 are going to create copper coils because we need copper coils to make electronic circuits. So if I come into the recipe for electronic circuits, I see all it needs is iron plate and copper cables. So we're going to get that going in here. We're going to copy this over to here. And here we just need copper coil, which all that needs is copper. Okay, so these are all set up. Now this is going to be a little slow until I get to level 2 assembly machines, but I can't do that until I get green science. So, half dozen to 1, really. So the saying about the community is that even though this isn't alpha, there are people that are doing some really incredible work into how do all these systems fit together. I can't already craft level 2s, can I? Oh, I can. Brilliant. All right, so we're going to do 5 of these right away. This will make the electronic circuits much faster, which is good because we need some good electronic circuit production in order to get to our green science. We're just going to have to go around this little inland lake here. Armor crafting. Oh, we're almost done with the red. Armor crafting 2. Okay. We need things making inserters. We need things making belts. Just there's always more and more that you can do. All right, so green science is going to need belts as well. So we need inserters and transport belt. So while we're waiting for those to produce... Oh, it stole my machines. Of course it did. We're going to work our way through some of these ideas. So since we're going to use blues here anyway, I'm stealing these. Mine. And we're going to make some transport belt. All right, so transport belt, it's very simple. Plunk that down over here. It's about where I want to start. Yes, I know. Thank you. Transport belt. Transport belt. Where are you? Here you are. All we need are gear wheels and iron plates. Well, conveniently, we have gear wheels right here, although we're going to steal them from this line. And then we have iron plate right here. So we have plenty of options to go. All right, so we're going to take, since this is already nice and convenient, I'm going to split off the iron plate right here. So grab one of my splitters, split off the iron plate, and then run underground to get here. Okay. Then we're going to actually run this north, because if we look in this recipe, we see we're going to need 1 to 1, 1 plate to 1 gear. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to split off some of these gears here and steal them before they get to the bus, which is not ideal. I understand, I know, but I'm doing it anyway. It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. I'll probably come back here in 2 weeks and say, what the hell did I do here? This is disgusting. But I'm doing it anyway. Oops. There we go. So now I got iron on one side. We're going to move this bad boy up. And we're going to make some belts. Okay. So these belts are going to be dual purpose. I'm going to create 2 different things here. Let's get some power going so I can then... Oh, just out of reach, huh? Alright, well, we're just going to put it here. And plunk in a light. Lights need circuits too, huh? Crazy. So many things need resources that you don't even think about. Oh, good lord, autosave, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. Alright, so as I was saying, this is going to be used for science and my own personal stash. So we're going to put this onto part of the minibus for the science area. So we will run another line of transport belt. We'll probably put it here, which means we will need to move these, which is fine because we're going to use blue level 2 assemblers for those. Anyway, alright, so let's get some inserters. We're going to get 5 of these inserters. See, once I start making these circuits, it'll be so much faster because I won't have to make the circuits. I'll actually just have some on me and be able to make what I need. So I made those specifically so I could make 5 more of the smart inserters. I'm actually going to need 10, so let's just do another 5 and 5, and that'll be plenty while I'm going along. So for now, we're just going to put regular inserters in here. I guess we'll move the power pole then to put it here so I can get all of that stuff. And then we'll get a light because it's dark. Now it's not. Alright, so we're coming in here. We're going to need faster inserters to make all of this happen. So once those are done, which it looks like they are, we'll get some faster inserters in here and then one coming out, which we'll put here just to make it easier. Put a power pole. I'm doing redesign of my power poles constantly. We'll put one here and we'll put one here. Alright, so now that it gets everything. So here I am. Now I want a buffer. So we're going to put my buffer chest in there. Then I'm going to get a fast inserter coming out of the buffer. And then this is what we're going to use to create onto our bus. Alright. So we're going to come up here. And we're going to throw an inserter here just to do a load balancer. And there we are. Now we've got our bus, which has circuits, copper cables, or not copper cables, copper, all this stuff. We got this stuff going on. More research, more research. Turrets 1. Nope, can't do that. I know a lot of the shotgun shell damage, the bullet shooting speed, it's all red science. So we're just going to get some great bullets before we even need them. All right, so we've created our buffer. This is going to store a lot of belts, which is good because I want a whole bunch of them, so give me those. And I'll just hoover off the top of this as well. And we'll just get our belts going. All right, so that's one part. We have belts. Now I need inserters. So to get inserters, I need electronic circuits. So that's what I was working on before. Oh, you're outside of the range, Mr. Light. We'll put you back inside the range. Okay, so when it's dark out, we'll be good. Let's check my power before I go too much farther, because you definitely do not want to get surprised. Ah, see, I thought so. So we're close. Do I have any of those readily available? No. Let's make a few. We're going to make 5 more Steve engines. That's going to bring our total up to 10. So once those are done, we'll go down there. We'll add them into it. I think I'm going to need more boilers, actually, to get to the right number. Yep, I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more boilers. Oh, did I put extra in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did. I've got 2 extra pieces of piping in here. Interesting. Well, that worked out well. I can put an underground here and be able to walk right through it, though that seems to be a large waste of pipe. All right, so I need 6 more boilers. 5, 6. So plenty of stone, because I pulled out from that box. And how's my buffer doing? Good. We've got plenty in the buffer. This little guy's going along. All right, let's throw in my boilers, because I'm going to need them first. Really? Well, it doesn't really matter. Well, it might. It might, Rabbit. It might. All right, let's get the last boiler here. So I've got 13 boilers in a row. I need my 6 more burner inserters. 5, 6. And this might be the last of it for a while. This should last our entire science factory, no problem. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so now we just got to come in, grab some coal, and prime these bad boys. And just like before, once they're primed, they feed themselves first to make sure they always have enough to burn, and then they'll feed our boilers. So now we're going to have plenty of hot water, make it all the way to the end of the boilers. And I've got 2 extra pipes, which may or may not be a problem. So let's throw down my steam engines. Really? You're killing me, Smalls. There we go. Now we'll connect these bad boys to the network. We're going to be able to reposition some power poles as well. But let's get this done first. Here, 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 here. And since we're going down there, let's reconnect these bad boys. That'll get everything. That buys me some more poles. Not that we were in short supply of poles anyway, but it's always good to have extras on hand of pretty much anything you're working with. Okay, see? So that's there. Now these 2 don't end up connected, but that's okay. If I ever break this connection, they will automatically connect. It's one of the nice things they changed in 0.11.14 or 15? I'm not sure. It's been a while now. Oh, bullet damage is done. Let's get some more bullet damage. Damage 2? Nope, we need green for that. So bullet shooting speed. Alright, it's time for circuits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually could put them in here. Pipe in a little iron this way. I've got the copper I need. That's all I need to make circuits. You offend me anyway. Let's make a new combat submachine gun. Yeah, I want the submachine gun. Iron gear wheels. I've got those. Let's not make those. You storing some? You've got 4. Give me those 4. And we'll just come to the end of the line and hoover up some. Alright, so submachine gun, boom. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Haha. So down here, you can have multiple weapons, and you can hit Q to cycle through them. You're supposed to be able to hit Q, maybe because I don't have any ammo in this one. Yeah, there you go. You got to have ammo available. So this will be much more satisfying. Ah. Goodbye, rock. Alright. So let's build our circuits down here. So this just needs copper. I can steal copper off the line right here, split it here. That means the line goes there, inserters there. Boom. This might be just enough space to make this a reality. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. That's so close. Alright, I can make it work. What if I flipped it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of expansion, but again, this isn't really for the main factory, so I'm going to do this setup again locally. So we really just need enough to get green science going. So that's just enough to make inserters, really. I could try and make advanced circuitry out of this base. I think it'd be better to do that actually over by the big copper. I'm waving my factory over here. Over by the big copper. So now I just want this facing left, or do I want this facing right? I need the iron to come in. I don't need as much iron as I need copper, so let's bring the copper around. So we'll just do it facing this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are our guys. Come on in here. We want electronics. Copy paste, give me some circuits, or some copper wire. Copy paste. Okay. And we get some of my fast inserters going. And I need 6 more fast inserters. There's always more. You'll always need more. 5, 6. Alright. Look at all that. It's copper wiring going. Alright, now I don't use a buffer for the copper wire, because copper wire is so fast to craft that it's kind of ridiculous. I will try to put a buffer in for my wires. So actually, I realized I just built 6. I need 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, yeah. Alright, so now I've got plenty of these bad boys. So, 2... So each of these factories here, or these assemblers rather, are spitting out 2 into. So this will be good the way it works. It's about 1.5 to 1. So that's what I'm trying to duplicate. Bullet shooting speed, what is done? Bullet shooting speed 2 doesn't need green science. So in we go. I'm surprised about that. I really thought it did. Boom, 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 and I'm 1 short. Give me 1. Alright, so when I start making inserters, I'll have a buffer of these 2. The days of manually crafting out of my inventory are coming to a close, so this is really exciting to me. I'm going to get just wooden chests here, because it's really all you need. Excuse me. I'm still recovering. I'm trying to hide as much coughing as I can. But, you know how things work out sometimes. Alright, chest here, chest here, chest here. And then unloading onto the bus isn't going to be as important. You know, I'm leaving this space. This is my standard gap. You may be asking, why is your standard gap this wide? Well, that's the width of a roboport. So there are flying robots in this game, and I'd love to have them. But I think that maybe it's not as important down here in Scienceville, because almost everything's going to be on belts. So I can just belt over. I can use a long-handed inserter, which I have none, so give me a long-handed inserter. I could get a long-handed inserter and come out this way, and that'll put it on this line, so I can have a line here, and we'll just go on the inside. So I think that's what we're going to do for circuits. It's not as big of a deal. Do I have advanced power poles yet? I feel like I tried to research that, but maybe it required green science. Let's go into our research and find out. Yeah, it did require green science. Alright. So that's fine. We'll just use a bunch of miniature power poles to power this whole thing. That gets a lot of it. Let's do it this way. That gets the front side. That gets almost all the middle side, so we'll have to go top and bottom. Where am I? There I am. Top and bottom, and top. Oh, there's no good options here. We need 3 back here. This is why when we get the better power poles, they have a 9x9 grid, so they can cover more and power more. Okay, so we are not yet powered up and ready to go. We need that last missing piece. Now we are powered up, ready to go. This whole thing is ready. All right. What happened to my power? Holy smokes, Batman. Do these guys need to be connected? Water temperature is only 21. Great googly moogly. Give me that. Great googly moogly. I don't know how this happened here, but we're going to grab a stack and just start inserting. Holy smokes. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe, no, I kind of know. One must not be enough. One is not enough. So we will have more. We will add another one to this supply chain here to make sure that we do not run out of fuel again, because that is very scary. Okay. So, get me another burner, or get me another miner. Mining. Give me one drill. That's all I can make right now. I'm out of copper. No, I'm out of iron. Just out of all of my raw resources right now. Okay, so we'll throw this down. This is going to have to be it. Right here? No, let's get more just in case bad things happen. Alright, so this is good. This will actually get us on both sides now. So I have one working on each side. Hopefully this will be enough that I'm not going to run into that problem again. Wow. Keep track of your power. Lucky look right there. Hooking up that factory really did big. Alright, so no green science, but we did get the start on this. All I have to do is insert the correct belts. We just need to throw in copper down here with a little underground, copper over here, iron here underground, and then we'll get that piped out. And then the last thing we'll need to do is inserters. So the next time through, we will definitely have green science. We'll assemble the green science somewhere probably over here and pipe it down in onto this belt so we can have everything going in. Actually, I mean, pipe it down onto this belt, and then we have everything ready and willing. So thank you all so much for watching. Click the like button. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing to stay updated to the channel, and I will see you next time. Cheers.